Well, good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Albufeira. Now we've actually been in Albufeira for about 4 or 5 days now, but I think this is the first time that this one has been out of the van pretty much.
Out. I've literally not left my desk apart from going to the bathroom, and including actually Monday as well, because I was working all day Monday at the house set. So the whole week, I've worked full time, people. I haven't done that in nearly 10 years.
Oh look, more noise, 2 minutes.
And I tell you what, it's given me a real appreciation again for how lucky I've been to be working part-time in the van. So to all those people out there that work full-time, I can't remember how I used to do it. It's such hard work.
I've been busy too.
You have been very busy.
Yes, but it's Saturday and we've decided to have a bit of an enjoyable weekend. We're staying back at camping Albufeira. Now, we were here last year, but if you remember, I was pretty ill and I actually didn't leave the van, not from a business perspective, but just because I was literally so ill. So it was actually quite nice. We've been out for a couple of runs. We're going to head down into Albufeira now because someone is craving a big breakfast.
I know I shouldn't, but it is Saturday, and the place we went to last time we were here, the breakfast was so good. I thought I'd just make sure it's still as good.
Yeah, it's market research. We're doing it for you guys.
We are doing it for you. And then this past week, the temperatures have really ramped up.
Bizarrely, I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Were you?
I was.
Yeah, we're hitting the high 20s now, and at night it's almost getting up to 20 overnight as well. So you can really feel the shift as though the summer season is rapidly approaching.
Indeed, indeed. Well, it's actually a very nice walk down into the Albufeira Old Town. This is the way we also run as well. So we'll show a little bit of that as we make our way down towards the sea and then out towards the marina. Yeah,
it's actually a bit further to go to the marina from here, but the breakfast I'm hoping is going to be worth it.
What's the place called? Fat Bob's?
Fat Cats or something, I think. Fat Bob's.
Oh, speaking of fat cats.
I was about to say that.
We'll show you the guys in a bit, but we're made abroad for our own back by feeding a couple of the strays.
What did I say? Don't feed them right by the van?
Some big boy did it and ran away. Hang on a minute, aren't you really going for a breakfast and you're already looking at Indians?
Just checking out the korma price, €11. It's actually no cheaper than the UK.
These little restaurants here have all got fantastic ocean view. The promised land is in sight, just around this corner. We have Fat Bob's.
And that was actually recommended by
Cover Vibe, Emily and Louise, who we met here briefly last year as they were waiting on their now very much work in progress little bungalow in Ireland, where I'm sure the weather is just as good as this.
I think it has been recently.
Actually, yes. In fact, what's quite interesting is you've got these little shacks all the way along here, and if I seem to remember, multi-million pound houses just around the corner up here. And here is one of those multi-million pound pads, probably owned by Cristiano Ronaldo. The nice thing about coming over to this side of the town, it's a little quieter. Oh.
Do you reckon they go down to Fat Cats for their breakfast as well, the people up there?
Looks to be a chartered boat heading out, bit of a tour. I think from here you can go and see Bengali Cave and places like that, so
which we did look at doing, but it just looked like it was mobbed with people.
And of course they've changed the rules as well, so you can't actually get out, or you can, I'm sure you can enter the cave anymore.
I think you can go in on a kayak, but you can't get out onto the beach or anything.
Yeah.
So again, there's just like 40 kayaks all bobbing about trying to get a view. So we've decided to put our money to better use by eating.
There you go. There's your, and you can probably just spot the reflection. They've all got their own sort of individual little plunge pools as well, which...
I think that looks a bit more than a plunge pool, that one actually. It's massive. Would you really want to live somewhere like that though?
Yes. Next question.
No, you wouldn't.
Not as my only home, but as a little bolt hole.
Somewhere nice, traditional, in the countryside with all the wildlife around you, peace and quiet. And then you could come and see these places, but just go back to your own little piece of tranquility.
Come here and party to midnight. Ooh.
I've got so old recently. I really have.
Recently? What, you were like 34 up until 2 months ago?
No, but in my younger days, I was the proper towny party girl. And now I can't think of anything worse. Happens to us all, people. Happens to us all.
I think I miscalculated that. Around the next corner is the marina. Yeah, it's about a 3-mile walk from the campsite.
Actually, I think I could live up there because it would feel like being in the country, but you get your sea views. So come on, Nigel, make some money. Make some serious money. Yeah,
Come on,
never going to happen.
Come on, subscribers. Something tells me that boat's going to go rather fast when it gets out of the harbour.
I reckon the boat behind went for the economy tickets.
And we're still going.
Yeah, because last time when I was coming down here, I was running over here. So of course you get here a lot quicker. I'd forgotten quite how far it was.
I did suggest we ran this morning.
It was too hot by that point. You have to be out running by about
It is
7:30
really
at the
warm.
latest. It's so hot.
Oh, I can smell breakfast. Definitely much busier than when we were here this time, or last year, because we were here in March. And there was a few tours going on, a few people queuing up for tours, but now it's just inundated. And in fact, the campsite we're on, their summer season starts on the 31st. So we need to be left by then, otherwise the price goes up. So girl, how was that?
That was superb, just what I was hoping for.
As good as, and the scrambled egg, fantastic. It's absolutely stuffed now.
And just to give you an idea of price, so I had a regular breakfast. You had scrambled egg with salmon, 2 coffees and a bottle of water, 22 euros.
Yeah. So you can get it cheaper in the old town.
Yeah, much cheaper.
But probably not as good quality. So if you're in Albufeira, come over to the marina. It's a nice environment as well. And eat at Fat Cats.
Yes.
And by the way, look at these little houses here. The Home Boat Company. You've got a little roof garden, all individual boats, and they've all got engines on the back as well. A couple of people out the front enjoying their breakfast. What a great idea.
Oh, you can get some little birds come to visit.
I am absolutely packed out. Right.
Thinking about what am I going to have for lunch? Maybe I'll skip lunch today.
No, actually, what we're about to go and do now.
Oh, I'm on the hunt for a hairdresser because I don't want to leave it so long that people can't see my style, and then it can be a bit dodgy about my cut. I mean, it could still be bad anyway, but as you know, on the road I've had good and bad haircuts.
Headcuts?
Headcuts.
Right, we're going to go and check one out now. Let's go. Closed.
Yeah, it said on the website it should have been open till 1, but never mind. But I think, you know what? Wherever I go, it's going to be hit and miss. So maybe I'll run over on Monday, book an appointment.
The only alternative is for me to shave it.
That's not happening again.
And we've done
Remember
that.
what I looked like last
I've done that before.
And now my driving licence is like that for 10 years.
Well, that's the plan for Monday then.
Yep, and the fact they've got prices and words in English, I'm assuming they would speak English, so.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. We've actually found a second hairdresser's, which was the one she was originally looking for, which is open. I prefer the other one, for what it's worth.
Did you go in?
But again, I'm happy to shave it. €5. Well, good morning again, guys. It's actually been a fair few days since we last picked up the camera. Nicola has had once again an inordinate amount of work, and we've just really been chilling out around the campsite as well. But actually this morning we've just run over to the new town, the new strip, where Nicola has just gone in to get her hair chopped. So she's a bit of a sweaty mess going in to get her hair cut, but need to must. We've actually extended our stay at the campsite for another couple of days, so it's Wednesday today. We don't leave until Saturday. Just again, Nicola wants to make most use of actually having a little bit of a stroke holiday, but just when we thought we were going to have a few days of relaxation, she got more work in. Now I'm looking for a little shady spot. I won't go for a coffee just yet. I'll wait till she comes out. I guess it'll take, I don't know, how long do women haircuts take these days? Well, when I shaved your head it took about 20 minutes, so we say half an hour for a pro. So I'm going to try to go and find a little shady spot, because one of the great things about running in Spain and Portugal is you go into the Aldi's and the Littles and places, and they've got little frango-y tree things. Ooh. Tell you what, they really don't believe in putting too many seats in shady areas around these parts. So as I said, we're over by the new town. Now, we've actively been avoiding the strip. We came over last year when we were here just for a coffee. And yeah, it is awful, as you could imagine. The old town's much nicer, although still can be a little bit rowdy, as you can see here. Right, we found a little shady spot in a bus stop. And every time I pick up something like this from Aldi or Lidl's, all we're hoping is it's not carrots or shellfish, because shellfish would probably kill me. What do you reckon it is? I've got no idea. Some kind of mush. There might be carrots in there. Yeah, some kind of tuna carrot mush. We'll keep the other one for Nicola, the good, loving husband. Right guys, so this is the famous stroke infamous Albufeira strip. You have to obviously use your imagination, because it's what, 9:45 in the morning. Actually the whole place smells of last night's garlic chips and old man pee. Look at that, large beer 150. Wow, cheapest I've seen it. Way too sensitive, reacting way too much. Sports bars, steak bars, party bars, and I think that is the end of the official kind of strippy bit. So I think what they do is in the evening time they block off the street for car access, so people just sort of meander back and forward between the bars. I'm going to be meeting Nicola at the top of the strip. Let's show if we can find her. Remember folks, give her a big, oh your hair looks beautiful. In case you have an Irish breakfast. Black and white pudding, oh. Or a Royal English breakfast, is that bad boy there? Lordy B, set you on your day. And actually just in the bar to my right, just walking past, bunch of lads on the beer, and it's just after 10 o'clock. Right guys, we have had a notification from Nicola that she's on her way. And I don't know, maybe just because she's tired, but her voice seemed a bit, what has this woman done to my hair? So it wouldn't be the first time on our travels that she's had a bit of an interesting experience with a hairdresser. Oh, we have a shaky head, oh dear. Oh dear, we have a slouch of the shoulders.
Not loving it. She's cut it short this side. It's meant to be the same length each side. Yeah, she's cut it short that side and left it long that side.
I always thought that was a style.
No, it's meant to be the same length.
What do I know?
Does it look alright though?
It looks fine, it looks lovely.
Okay, well, you know what, it'll grow again in a few weeks. It's sticking up.
Yeah. Guys, all I'm going to tell you is there's a very good chance that she's now going to go home and hack at her own hair and make it even worse.
No, mate.
We've been in this position before.
I mean even worse, so it doesn't look good. Yeah. Watch your wording.
I got you a surprise though.
Oh, what's that?
If you look in the bag, even though I wanted to eat it, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it to you instead.
Did you see what I did to Nigel's glasses?
Oh, they're amazing.
What's that?
There you go. See? What a loving husband I am. So earlier on, whenever I said that's where the strip finished, I obviously got it wrong because you cross the road and it carries on. Biggest breakfast, best breakfast in town. False marketing. Mr. Kebab. Goodness me. Clearly everyone's into their steakhouses over here. Can you see Nicola and I partying up here? Actually, we're more likely to be on the tourist train. And we have made it to the beach, back into the old town again. Yep, I'll have some of that. I hope you guys aren't watching this here while the rain is hammering out your windows.
Well, my friends yesterday were putting their log burners on. Apparently it's so cold in England, they had log burners on yesterday. We had about 30 degrees.
We're so sorry. I think we just lost a couple of subscribers there.
No.
Time for a nice waterfront coffee as we make our way back into the old town. There's another reason why we're heading back into the old town. I bought some sunglasses on Saturday and I was walking home in them yesterday and I didn't even touch them and they just exploded. So we're going to go back and see whether we can get my money back or another pair of glasses, but chances of that happening probably about 10%. I love the Portuguese coffee.
It's really nice.
Nice and warm as well. Not a bad way to spend a Wednesday morning, guys, is it?
Can't actually believe this was my first holiday abroad when I was 16 with my mum, dad and my friend Sarah.
Partying like a champion.
Actually, we did have a cinzana and lemonade, I think Sarah and I had to drink. They were like massive.
What's a cinzana? Did it come in black and white?
It's an 80s drink.
Oh, lots of Miami Vice sparkles then.
You still buy cinzana?
Just you and I, always. I will wait for us to collide.
So just up here, there's some lovely little side streets. Take a little wander around. Now the funny thing is, for some reason, Nicola had decided not to follow me. Even though I said this was what we were going to do, and then she'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know we were going that way." Never listens to me, that girl. Anyway. As we go up here, turn left and then back down the other little tiny alleyway. I think these are all little Airbnbs and things. Oh look, there she is. Taking in the views of the coast. It's all lovely, all the way around.
I didn't go all the way around.
What did I say, guys? What did I say? Never listens to me, never listens to me.
I used to think I'm the problem, that I was way too sensitive, reacting way too much.
And by the way, I'm not sure whether this, I need to look it up. Did this actually happen? The Albufeira tsunami in 1755?
Wow.
Something Nicola wasn't aware of.
I know.
The archaeological site in the museum.
I love an old ruin. That's what I love here.
True that though. And just in below here is the tunnel that leads you down to the beach. And interestingly, the guy down there, a year ago he was playing exactly the same song. I kid you not. We're about to attempt to try to get my money back for my broken sunglasses. We don't have a receipt, but what we do have is the bank statement because we paid for it on card. So let's go figure it out.
And I've had a coffee, so I'm a bit manic.
Oh, the guy won't know what's hit him. But she wasn't having it. And what was quite funny was she said the longest they should last is 24 hours.
I'm like, you're having a laugh.
Anything over 24 hours is a bonus. But we were like, no, because she was like, I'll give you another pair for €3. And we were like,
€2. I was like, no, I'm not paying more.
€1. And we were like, no. It said happy
you
customer.
You swap.
But we got our glasses for free. Not for free, because we did pay for them.
But she said they're cheap. What do you expect? It's like, well, I expect longer than 5 days.
Well, she said, yeah, if they break within 24 hours, it's good, but anything over that, no.
Anyway.
So the chances are these will break before the end of this vlog, but hey.
I wasn't giving in.
We weren't.
Nope.
That's what happens. If you want Nicola to sort of get your money back on something, give her a coffee. Get you in.
To be fair, when it comes to money, I'm like a dog with a bone.
You are?
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't matter if they were €2, I would have gone back. Anyway, let's start a bet. Right, let's lay bets. How long you reckon they'll last?
Oh, they'll be gone by the end of the vlog. They'll probably explode in the next 2 seconds while I'm talking to you. And to celebrate getting our money back, we thought we'd come in the sea.
And we're not in our swimming gear, we're just in our running gear.
Oh, well.
So we're going to have to walk back, soak it wet. There's worse things in life.
There is. Well guys, our original plan was to go back down into Albufeira. It's Friday today, back down into Albufeira this evening. Maybe go for something to eat, go for a couple of drinks. But the temperatures over the last couple of days have just completely robbed us of any energy. In fact, we both went out this morning for a run.
I didn't even make it to 5k. My heart rate went up to 190, and 190. And I just thought it's not worth having a heart attack over, so I quit and just walked back.
I got 6 miles and thought I was going to die at the end of it.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And this one here, once again, has been pretty much working non-stop.
I'm just shattered.
We've really enjoyed our time though at the campsite, and as you can probably tell around us, it's a real haven, even though it's a very busy campsite, and it's a huge campsite. In fact, look out for the little short coming up in later this week. Show you around the campsite a little bit. But even though we're here, it's always seemed quite chilled,
yeah,
quite relaxed.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's been quite nice from that perspective. But the heat.
Yeah.
And the heat has reminded us once again. The heat has reminded us once again why we're choosing to go to the mountains this year for the summer.
I don't think I could do another 3 months like we did in Greece last year in the heat. It was just too much.
Definitely.
And I'm finding it even harder this year in the heat.
Yeah. So now I think early next week the temperature's going to dip back down again, and we still have about another week left here in southern Portugal, because as always we're waiting for van repairs. But I think this evening we're going to stay local.
It takes about half an hour to walk into Albufeira, and to be honest, it's nice enough, but there was no bars particularly that grabbed our attention, and you're paying more for drinks anyway. Yeah. So we thought we'll just stay local and make the most of that campsite.
There's a little tennis paddle place outside. Might go out and sit and have one out there, or we'll just stay overlooking the pool. But we won't bore you with those details. We shall go off and enjoy our evening this evening. Now we're due to leave the campsite tomorrow, and we're heading on not too far west over to Lagos. But as always, that'll be a story for next time.
I was just going to say before we leave, we keep saying, oh, should we just stay another day or two? And it's very easy to get sucked into just being here because it's so comfortable. But I think that's where we went wrong last year. Yeah. We need to keep moving.
And in fact, if it hadn't have been for the van repair, we'd have been leaving here and heading straight towards the Dolomites. But I say we have this van repair to do, so we're going to spend a couple of days in Lagos, maybe a couple of days on the Algarve coastline or the western coastline before heading back in again. But yeah, as I said, that'll be a story for next time. Right guys, once again, thanks a lot for following along, and from a very hot Albufeira.
Oh yes, I got bitten by something in the pool today.
Not me.
A flying thing, don't know what it was. Landed on my arm, really hurt. Nigel didn't believe me. But there's big flying ant type
didn't believe
weird things by the pool, so beware if you come. They munch on you.
We done?
Yeah, I'm going. Gone? This heat's too much for me.
I know.
Alright, bye bye. I'm gone.
See you guys.